What is going on, everybody? Back at it again with another YouTube video. And today, nothing really has happened, with the Eagles or anything like that, but I kind of wanted to get, my thoughts and opinions on the rumors of the Rasul Douglas, being shopped, talks, and what I think the next couple moves should be for the Eagles and where I think they should, try to end up in the draft. So last night, just sitting on Twitter and you see a bunch of, rumors of cornerback Rasul Douglas getting, shopped. So my thoughts on that, I think, and I've seen a lot of people talk about this, I think he is in the wrong position. I think he should be the safety. And, I don't think they'll ever do it. I think they think he's a cornerback, and I think he should be moved to safety. Playing where he used to play in college, and I just don't think he's meant to be a cornerback. I think he's meant to be a safety in the NFL. So I think getting rid of him, for such a low price of what I think is only going to be a mid-round pick, or could be involved into a pick for, a top receiver pick in the draft, or for Yannick Ngakoue, you could throw him in just as like a little, contract match piece, or to like free up some cap space. But I really do think that Rasul Douglas should be a cornerback, or a safety, not a cornerback. And I'm not the only, person that has said this over the past year. I think getting rid of him could be a mistake depending on where he goes and depending on, again, what the receive offer is for a guy like him who is young enough to be moved to a different position, to be moved to safety. So the Eagles secondary without Douglas would be Rodney McLeod, who's 29, Avonte Maddox, who's 23, and a cornerback, Ronald Darby, 25, cornerback, Jalen Mills, who just signed the one-year deal. He would be, either a cornerback or a safety. Sidney Jones, who's on his last, year of his rookie deal. And I think if he doesn't do good this year, I think they might trade him like midway through the season just to get him out of here. He's 23. Crayvon LeBlanc showed promise, but he, was injured a couple games. He was injured last season, and he really only stepped up big time 2 seasons ago. He's a cornerback. He's 25 years old. And then obviously the Will Parks signing that just happened last night. He's 25 and he can play basically anywhere. And that's why I really do think that Rasul Douglas is getting shopped, is because of Will Parks. Because with the guys that you have on the roster now that can play defensive back in the secondary, I think Will Parks is a more, playable guy just because of where he can play. He could play every secondary position. He could play in, he could play out, he could play safety. He's not a bad player, and he's young. And I think, the numbers still didn't come out for his contract and Jatavis Brown's contract. So I don't really know how much we gave either one of them. But I really do like the Will Parks signing, and I said it yesterday in my video yesterday. I said it, and I'm sticking to it. I really do enjoy this trade, and I think he could be a very good piece for this defense, especially in the secondary that, for the past couple of years we have very well struggled in, especially last season. We would get burnt on deep balls in almost every game. We would get burnt on a deep ball. Whether it be to Michael Gallup or Amari Cooper or Stephon Diggs burned us for like 3 touchdowns when we played the Vikings. So I think getting Will Parks and moving Jalen Mills back and maybe signing another cornerback, before. Oh, well, obviously we have Darius Slay. I completely forgot about him. Don't know how I did that. But obviously you have Darius Slay, who's a 29-year-old cornerback. He would be the number 1. Darby's probably going to be the number 2. And I think right now it's either down to Jones. I think they just throw him out there just to see what he's got. I could be wrong. I don't even know what these guys' contracts look like. I just kind of put this video together and wanted to get something out on this Sunday. There's really not much to talk about. The NFL is absolutely dead. Brian Hoyer signed with the Patriots to a 1-year deal. But, other than that, absolutely nothing has happened. Not like yesterday where we had 2 signings and Nelson Aguilar leaving. I actually had stuff to talk about. I just wanted to get, something out there today. And, we're really growing at a very good pace right now. We're at 210 subscribers. You could check me out on Philly 500's live streams. I'm always there commenting. I would definitely suggest checking him out. He's one of the best YouTubers, especially for talking about Eagles football. Definitely recommend it. And, he's actually got me onto this, Rasul Douglas should be a safety thing, and I think he's 100% right. I also thought that during the season, but I just, I wasn't really that big, and I didn't really know what my platform was and everything like that. But I 100% agree with him that Rasul Douglas should be a safety, and getting rid of him, not even trying him out at safety, could be a very big mistake for this Eagles team. So other moves that I think the Eagles should make, right before the draft. The draft is about a month. It's literally a month away. I'm pretty sure it's April 23rd through the 25th is the NFL draft. I think before you draft a receiver in round 1, because I think that's definitely what they do, whether it be Henry Ruggs or Justin Jefferson, whether they move up to draft Ruggs or they just stay at 21 and draft Jefferson, depending on where they predict Ruggs to be, because I don't think there's any way that we can get CeeDee Lamb or Jerry Jeudy. I just don't think it's possible at this point. I don't think we have enough pieces, and I don't think we'd give up enough to move up into that top 10, 15 range. I just don't see it happening. I think Ruggs could drop out of the top 15, honestly, and we are at 21. I think we would have enough to move up into that top 16, possibly top 14 to 16 range, maybe. I'm not 100% sure, and I don't really know what Howie has planned. I definitely think there will be a trade on draft night, and I don't think that all 8 picks will be used for the Eagles. I definitely believe that we either get rid of half of the picks or, a couple picks, but for a big-name player like a Yannick Ngakoue or a guy in the draft like Henry Ruggs. You can give up a couple, you can give up, obviously, your first at 21, and then you can get rid of, maybe a third and a fourth, move up, and they give you back their 5th or something like that. Just something, to think about. I definitely do believe, though, that the Eagles should and will sign a wide receiver before the draft on the 23rd, and a lot of speculation has been tossed towards Brashad Perryman. He really, he started to do good at the end of the season. You sign him to a 1-year deal. It's really a boom or bust type of move. Also, a guy like Demarcus Robinson, he's a fast guy. Yes, he had trouble, catching at points in the season. But, we dealt with Aguilar for the last, 4 or 5 seasons. I'm pretty sure we could deal with a guy that drops a ball every now and then. I wouldn't be shocked if we got a guy like Brashad Perryman and Demarcus Robinson, and I definitely think we should, just at the right price, and I would only sign either one of them to a 1-year deal. So, with all that being said, I definitely think that Rasul Douglas will be traded either now or at draft night, and, I really don't know what's going to happen. The Eagles secondary is Rodney McLeod, Avonte Maddox, Ronald Darby, Jalen Mills, Sidney Jones, Cravon LeBlanc, Will Parks, and obviously the number 1 cornerback, Darius Slay. Who knows what's going to happen with all these guys, and who knows, who's going to play where, and there's a lot of question with that secondary as of right now, with who's going to play and with who's even going to be on the team, opening day. So that's it for this video. Just wanted to get something out there. Pretty short video. I think the Eagles will get a guy like Brashad Perryman or Demarcus Robinson, before the draft to a 1-year deal. And, I'll keep everybody updated on the shopping of Rasul Douglas. Thank you all for watching. Like, share, comment, subscribe. We are at 210 subscribers. Let's try to hit 213, 215 today. Thank you all for watching. I'm out. Peace.